Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, and here are my predictions for this weekend's Premiership matches. Let's start with tonight's match, Chelsea versus Luton. Well, Chelsea haven't had a very good start to the season, have they? All this money they've spent on players doesn't seem to be doing them any good, but it's early days and there's a long way to go until the end of the season. Chelsea drew their first match, and of course they lost last weekend to West Ham. At the moment Chelsea are 15th, but I can't see Chelsea being there at the end of the season. Surely Chelsea can't have another season like they did last season, can they? I don't think so. I think Chelsea will start and climb up the table. Luton, on the other hand, well, they've still got a match in hand. They should have played last weekend against Burnley, but their match was postponed because their ground isn't ready. I don't know how Luton have managed to play in the Premiership, because I don't think they're good enough for the Premiership. How they won the playoffs last season is a mystery to everybody. Like I said before, I can't see Luton staying in the Premiership. It's going to be I don't know where the goals are going to come from for them. I just can't see who's going to get the goals. Well, anyway, so far it's Chelsea haven't won one, they've drawn one, lost one. Luton, well, they've lost one. That was against Brighton. I'm going to go for Chelsea. I think Chelsea will win their first match tonight, and that'll be enough for them to start their season. Anyway, and as for Luton, well, like I said, everybody's tipping them to go right back down again, and I think they will. I can't see Luton staying in the Premiership. But still, it's early days and there's a long way to go yet. Anyway, I'm going to go for Chelsea 3, Luton 0. Chelsea to win 3-0. Bournemouth versus Tottenham. Well, at the moment, Bournemouth are 14th. Tottenham are 6th. It's like I've just said, it's early days. We're only into the third match of the season, and there's still plenty of football to be played from now to the end of the season. Bournemouth, I think Bournemouth will probably struggle this season. They finished about 14th last season. Or was it 13th? Well, it was 14th or 13th where they finished. I'm expecting Bournemouth to finish where they am at the end of the season. Tottenham? Well, I think Tottenham, you're going to see a different Tottenham this season. Just a minute, I'll be back in a minute. Like I was saying, it's all right. The wind just opened the door. Anyway, like I said, you're going to see a different Tottenham this season. Anyway, Bournemouth so far haven't won one match, and they've lost one and drawn 1. Tottenham, of course, won 1 and drawn 1. This one, I'm going to go for Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 2. Tottenham to win 2-0. Arsenal versus Fulham. Well, Arsenal are 3rd and Fulham are 13th. Early days yet. Arsenal have won their first 2, whereas Fulham have won 1 and lost 1. Of course, Arsenal won on Monday night against Crystal Palace, whereas Fulham, they lost last weekend to Brentford. I can't see Fulham finishing where they did last season. I think they might finish mid-table this season. I don't think Fulham are going to have such a good season this time. But, we shall see. This one I'm going to go for Arsenal. Arsenal 2, Fulham 0. Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Well, Brentford are 4th at the moment. I don't think Brentford will finish 4th, but they may well enjoy it while they can. Crystal Palace, they are 11th. Fulham have won 1, drawn 1. Crystal Palace, they've won 1 and lost 1. This one, I'm going to go for Brentford. Brentford 2, Crystal Palace 0. Everton versus Wolves. Well, suddenly this match has become a must-win match for one of these teams. I mean, we're only into the 3rd match of the season, and already both these teams are struggling. Of course, Everton lost last weekend to Villa 4-0. I've never seen Everton this bad. I've never seen them play this bad. They never used to be like this, Everton. Now, it looks like another season of struggle for them, I'm afraid. Everybody's saying it, and I think sooner or later they'll be relegated. I know they're having a new ground built, but the way things are going, they might, when the new ground opens, they might be playing in the Championship. This is just, like I said, I've never seen Everton this bad. The same for Wolves. They lost last weekend to Brighton 4-1. I did say at the start of the season that I think Wolves would struggle this season, and they have. They will struggle this season. Will they have enough about them to get them out of to avoid relegation at the end of the season? Probably. They'll probably just do enough to get out of relegation, but you don't know. Wolves are another team that have been in the Premiership a long while. I think sooner or later they'll be playing back in the Championship. These two, of course, are bottom. Everton and 20th, and Wolves are 19th. I think the alarm bells are starting to ring for these two teams. I mean, this is the only 3rd match of the season, and already everybody's talking about them being candidates for relegation. Anyway, Everton, haven't won 1 yet, and they've lost 2. Wolves the same. They haven't won 1 and they've lost 2. So tomorrow, this match either one of these teams win tomorrow, it'll probably kickstart their season. This one, I'm going to... I don't know what to go for this one. I don't know whether to go for an Everton win. Or a draw. A draw no good to any of these two teams. I'm going to go for Everton. Everton 1, Wolves 0. Man United versus Nottingham Forest. Well, at the moment, Manchester United are 12th and Nottingham Forest are 10th. And of course, Manchester United lost last weekend to Tottenham. But it doesn't look like Manchester United are going to have a good start to the season. The same thing happened to the start of last season. They struggled at the start of last season. At the moment, Manchester United have a lot of problems. I can't see them finish in the top 4 this season. Manchester United, I think they'll miss out on finishing in the top 4. In fact, I can't see them finishing in the top 6. But anyway, like I said, there's a long way to go yet. Nottingham Forest are another team that I've predicted will probably finish in the mid-table. They'll finish mid-table. So far, Manchester United have won 1 and they've lost 1. Forest the same, won 1 and lost 1. This is you know, I've got a sneaky feeling that Nottingham Forest might go to Manchester United tomorrow and beat them. I wouldn't be surprised because they was Manchester United were lucky against Wolves at the first match of the season. They was lucky against Wolves. I think I'm going to go. You know, I'm going to go for a surprise result on this one. I'm going to go for Manchester United 0, Nottingham Forest 1. I'm going to go for Forest to win 1-0. Brighton, West Ham. Well, like I said, it's early in the season. Brighton are top, and West Ham are 7th. It's too early in the season. Will Brighton be finished there at the end of the season? I don't think so. They'll probably finish in the top 6, but top 4, I don't think so. West Ham, could West Ham have a decent season this season? Because they was lucky last season. They just avoided relegation. West Ham will probably have a good start to the first season, but towards the end of the year, I think probably towards Christmas, they'll probably fade away. And anyway, Brighton have won 2, lost none, and West Ham have won 1 and drawn 1. I'm expecting this match to be a close match, I think, between these two. I'm going to go for Brighton. Brighton 2, West Ham. I think I'm going to go for a draw. Brighton 2, West Ham 2. Burnley versus Villa. Well, Burnley lost to Manchester City the first match of the season, and they didn't play last weekend against Luton. Villa demolished Everton last weekend. I'm going to go for Villa to win. Villa at the moment, they are 9th, and of course Burnley are 18th. Like I said, I'm going to go. Burnley haven't won, lost 1, and Villa have won 1 and lost 1. I'm going to go for Villa to win. Burnley 0, Villa 2. Sheffield United versus Manchester City. Manchester City, of course, are second. Sheffield United are 16th. I don't expect them to if Sheffield United finish the season there, which will be quite an achievement for them. I don't think they will. I'm tipping them to go right back down again. But of course, at the moment, they've lost 2. Manchester City have won 2. So this one I'm going to go for Sheffield United 0, Manchester City 3. And finally, Newcastle versus Liverpool. Well, Manchester City beat Newcastle last weekend, 1-0. I think that result has quietened the Newcastle fans all this week. All we've heard from Newcastle is that they're going to win the Premier League this season and the Champions League, but like I keep saying, I don't think they will. They'll probably finish in the top 4, where they finished last season, but winning the Premiership and the Champions League, they're not going to win them. Liverpool, well, they beat Bournemouth last weekend. Newcastle, they've won 1, lost 1, whereas Liverpool have won 1 and drawn 1, and they haven't lost any yet. This one I'm going to go for Newcastle 2, Liverpool 1. Well, that's the end of my Premiership predictions for this weekend. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all again